Hey, Threshold Cell Leaders, just a quick video to inspire, have you consider something, and something for you to expect. So first, as far as inspire, just talked to Jeff very recently, and he told me that we're up over 40% in our attendance since the grand opening. So we're getting a ton of new people, and we're getting a lot of calls and emails very regularly asking for people who are interested in information about how to connect with cells.
Remember, it only takes one friendly connection for someone to want to return the following week. That's more than just a hello. It's getting someone's name, their phone number, connecting with them during the week, or even inviting them to lunch, maybe even just sitting with you on a Sunday morning. I have some new information for you to consider. We realize that our cells are unique. Some of you are what we would call open cells, and some of you are what we call closed cells. The differences between the two are that open cells simply means that you invite anybody, any time of year to join your cell at any point during your study. The challenge with having an open cell is that large groups of people tend to get left behind. There are individuals who don't necessarily get a touch or don't get a voice in your group. So we really just like to encourage you to maybe split your group out during discussion times or during prayer times so that you have another small group leader who is helping lead a group of maybe 8 to 10 people in prayer and in study. Otherwise, people might feel ignored and then just leave.
A closed cell really is what it is. Is you started something and you're really gaining trust with your group. And for a newcomer to come and enter your group, it can be really disrupting and you have to take some steps back. So really, we just want you to consider that in a closed cell that it's challenging for you to kind of look for some opportunities to create windows of opportunity for people to join your cell. So sometimes when you're going through something very specific, like our cell right now, we're going through some really kind of deep emotional healing type of study, and it'd be really hard for somebody to walk in the middle of that. So we're going to do that for a season, and then we're going to be intentional about reaching out and having new people join our cell when we've completed that.
Maybe after a year, it may be longer.
Or a semester even.
Or even a semester. What we're realizing is that in the life of a cell, if the cell never changes at all and tries to maintain status quo, it will eventually die. And that is definitely not what we want for your cells. So whether you be an open cell or a closed cell, always look for ways to improve, to strengthen. Our heart is that you don't burn out, that you find life as a leader. And in that regard, you don't have to be a leader forever. Maybe you'd like to turn over your leadership after a semester to someone else in your group. Keep your eyes open for who that person is. We have a few things for you to expect that are coming up in the life of the church.
What are they?
We have 2 service events planned in the life of the church. One is Room in the Inn.
And the other one is
Common Heart.
Common Heart, yes, that's coming up really soon because it's Saturday. So if you're going to sign up for that, they're delivering Thanksgiving meals on Saturday. It takes about an hour and a half. There's a whole bunch of slots available, and you could do it as with your family. You could do it with another 2 guys in a cell could do it. 2 ladies in a cell could do it, whatever. Just your whole cell could do it and take 4 or 5 slots. So it's a really cool, practical way to demonstrate the love of Christ and to get some food in front of some people that are really going to need it this Thanksgiving season.
Another event that's coming up is the Marriage Retreat. This week is our last opportunity to gather our quasi-final numbers. We're a little bit flexible. We'd like for anyone that comes to be able to have their room centrally located so that we're able to stay together. With that being said, the event area is asking for a number of rooms and a deposit very
We're pushing 20 couples. So we were at 22 last May. So we're hoping, my personal prayer is that we get to 30. So would love to have you push that or communicate that opportunity for yourselves.
We started this talk by reminding you that we have a rapidly growing church, and it's a great thing. With that comes the need to grow our cells. When you went through cell training, we talked about the idea of an apprenticeship program where you identified leaders within your group, then who would eventually come out of the group and begin another cell, either with a couple of other people or as a new cell. We are going to be offering a recruitment event coming up in the first part of December, and we would like for you to identify some leaders in your group or anybody else in the church that maybe isn't a part of your group that you think would make an awesome leader. We're wanting to identify those people, come together for about an hour after church, December 9th, and talk about what it would be like to be a leader. We're going to ask that one of you step up and kind of give a short testimonial about what it looks like to lead a cell. And later, after the first of the year, we're going to have another event where we're going to let people plug in, new people that are asking.
Another Cell Sunday.
Right, another Cell Sunday to plug in to open cells that are available.
And new cells that are starting up.
Right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday. Rainy day.
Rainy day.
Not a Saturday. It's Thursday. Blessings, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Cell to just say hello. Stop laughing at me.
Not bad. You
It's so
didn't even say it. It says one friendly connection. That's it. Hello. Blah, 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 blah.